good morning. Good morning, Brenda, Eileen, Stacy, morning. Okay, let's wait for a couple of minutes so that people can chip in and then we get started together. Hi Christy. Morning Giselle. Ron yelled, hello, morning. Christy, morning. Kitty, good morning. Kiki, very good morning. Okay, so Lavina ji, good morning. Eva, good morning. Queenie, Jacqueline, morning. Manisha, good morning. Angel, hi. Annie, welcome from Malaysia to join in. Maggie, hi, morning. Angela, Angela. Hey Adam, welcome. Yan, morning. Okay, so today is a level 2. Level 2. No specific props required, blocks are optional, and morning Adam. I believe that the ones who are chipping in here are more than a beginner's level practitioner. However, if you are still a beginner level practitioner, there will be some options given. Good morning Amanda, good morning Mimi, and obviously you have to be comfortable with your level 1 practice in order to take this practice on, because there will be a combination of different fragmentation of the body. Yogi Ananda, very good morning. So yeah, we'll be focusing equally on upper body, lower body, backward bends, twisting, so all dimensions will be covered. And then all these dimensions you will be offered with options to choose from. And when we are doing an online class, what becomes extremely important is our self-discipline and dedication. Good morning, Christina. Because there isn't anybody to push. I'm in the practice I'm doing together with you, and I don't know what you're doing there. So listen to the option. It's really your own personal pursuit, your own effort and hard work, which makes the practice count. Having said that, it's a 1-hour class. It's going to be shortened form of what we usually do in a full 90 minutes or 2 hours practice. And the suggestion is that after that 1 hour, probably you might want to do some practices of your own self, maybe some more self practice, because in a limited time we can't really finish off every single stuffs, but we'll try to cover up as many links of the body as possible. Yeah. Hi Christina. So I think we are good to start with the practice. It's good to have a wall around you. We'll be doing some inversion related to the wall. But again, if you are confident, do just straight on at the center of the mat. You're welcome to go for that. Good to have a bottle of water and also a towel. You would probably sweat. Okay, so here we go. So Instagrammers, I'll turn the comments off so you can focus on the screen. Hey Delia, morning. Wait, let's flip the screen. Okay, and good morning Caroline. Let's start the practice. If you're watching on the Facebook official up here, you can slide to the right side. The commenting will be gone. And many a time, it is important to listen rather than to actually look at the screen, because every instructions would be given step by step. So as long as you're listening to all the instructions carefully, we don't really need to see it on the screen all the time, yeah? Okay, so let's get started. Today I'm doing this downstairs in my living room. Upstairs there is some stuff's going on, so you might see my heads walking around at times. Okay, let me reset the timer. Let's begin to set up the intention of the class first. Sit straight and close your eyes. Soften the body. Soften the contact points down with the earth. Let the inhalation start to lengthen the spine upwards. As if with every breath, we want to liberate the energy, elevating us and making us grow slightly taller. As you breathe out each time, surrender to the moment. Let us see more of our insight of the practice today as we move with awareness, with breath. We're trying to integrate mind and body together to see through our strength and weaknesses and accepting the failure and be neutral as we are able to successfully conquer certain asanas. The intention here through the practice is to balance the emotions and let the body heal. And so, let the mind heal as well. Let us chant the prayer of harmony, the Sahana Bhavatu, which says, a student and a teacher, may we be protected together. May our knowledge shine together. May we be nourished in this journey of walking together. And may there be no hostility, resentment in between each of us. Join the palms in prayer, or wherever you're comfortable to chant Sahana Bhavatu. Optionally, just listen to it. Take an inhale. Om Sahana Bhavatu, Sahana Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai, Tejasvinavadhitamastu, Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Right, let us begin straight on to the core practice. It's a level 2, so we want to tap into those deeper muscle groups which will help us to really start into working on to the higher level. Navasana, low version, going in for 1 minute. So bring sacrum down, extend the arms forward. And as we lower down, stretch the legs out forward. 1 minute. Squeeze the legs in. A further challenging option would be to reach those arms up and over. But check that as you're choosing this option, you still want to have the lower back sealing down into the ground and constantly pressing into the floor. Feet are active, legs are engaged. We're 30 seconds down. If you experience an arch occurring on the lower back, you might want to bend the knees Scoop the tailbone back and up again and re-extend it possible. If not, keep it bent. 15 last seconds. It's important that the core is ready, especially when we are doing intense practices. Stretch down forward, come all the way up, cross your legs, step back in downward facing. Stretch the dog, thumb down into the fingertips, widen the shoulder blades, grab the triceps under. Relax the neck, walk or paddle out your feet in that dog. If you're someone who has got more flexibility on those calves, hamstring, that can be a static dog for you as well. I'm doing this for a couple of more seconds. Seize the movement. On your next exhale, go for a full stretch on your dog. Take one more breath. Bring yourself forward, shifting to a plank. Keep a high plank. We'll be going in for a dynamic practice of shoulder taps. We want to have the tailbone scooped in, ribs drawn inwards, shoulders in line of the wrist, feet are separated. So let's do this for 30 seconds here. So your right shoulder to the left, rather the palm to the left shoulder, and your left palm to the right shoulder. Let's go. Do it with the proper control. Speed is optional. A quick way to warm up those wrist and shoulder joints. Last 5. And cease. Hold this form. Let's do a couple of shoulder shrugs. So hollow the upper back down towards the floor and push it all the way back up. So scapular protraction and retraction. So sinking down and up. Keep going for 30 seconds in this. Notice that your arms are absolutely straight and really have those arms activated and working through the protraction, and it's only the scapula which is moving. And often we tend to tire our neck, doing too much from the neck, so observe that the neck is steady. Last 5 seconds, keep going. And holding up at the top for 10 more seconds. Scoop that tailbone down, strong legs, core is engaged, arms straight. And then downward facing dog. Good. Breathe here. One more breath. Step your right foot forwards in between the palms. And step in your left foot. Separate the feet at the hips width from each other. Come on the fingertips, lift halfway. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale and fold. Grab in the opposite elbows. Relax the neck. As an alternative, you can choose going into any positions of your arms. They could be wrapped behind the back, interlocking the fingers to reach the stretch out onto the shoulders. You could grab the ankle and try to isolate the stretch in the hamstring. So take it as your own personal journey of practice. 2 more breaths. Release hands. Join the feet together. Reach up in Utkatasana. Bend knees. Raise arms over. Let's shout at those quads. Ground the toes and lift the heels up. We have super high heels. Squeeze the knees in close to each other. Arms are strong. Bring the heels down. Let's do it one more time. Ground the toes, lift the heels back up. Navel drawn in, spine long. Sink a bit deeper, bending the knees without changing the angle of the lift of the heels. Bring it back down. We got one last time to go. Ground toes, lift the heels. This time, try and sink more than what your previous levels were. Spine long, navel drawn in, high heels. Last breath. Round the heels, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step back in dog. Forwards in plank, inhale. Lowering chaturanga, hug the elbows in. Take a cobra and start off with a gentle form of it. Our very first backward bend. Roll back the shoulders. Bring those scapula close to each other as the neck is long. Palms still staying soft. Activate the muscles of your back and the glutes. Try to raise the chest up by another inch or more if you have available flexibility and strength. Hold for another breath. Tuck toes under, push back dog. Plank again, inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Lie down. Lift the arms off, lift the legs up. Warm up the back. 30 seconds. So if you wish to do a dynamic practice of elevating the legs up and down, or just keep a static one. Feel free to change your hands position, maybe stretching them backwards and interlocking fingers, or maybe just keeping them next to your ribs as I am in. 15 seconds. Actively try to raise those thighs higher, chest higher. One more time. Thighs higher, chest higher. Bring the feet close to each other. Touch them. Knees straight. And relax. Press up in a cobra. Turn your head to the right side. Look towards the right heel. Center, switch to the left. Back to center. Sink the pelvis down, hug the elbows in, expand the chest. Lower all the way back down, tuck toes, dog, push back up. Plank in, vinyasa, chaturanga, exhale, upward facing dog, inhale, downward facing, exhale. Step your left foot forward, in, exhale, stepping your right foot, feet together, lift halfway, inhale, grab the ankle and fold down, exhale, 4 breaths here. Then knees, release up into Tadasana, inhale. Sink lower. One more time, sink lower. Join the palms in prayer. Take a twist, right side. So left upper arm crosses out to right thigh. Right palm presses into the left palm. Lift up. Widen the collarbones. Lift up. Soften the belly. And that should give some more availability of the twisting getting deep. Okay, look down, balance it, palms in prayer. We switch, going to the opposite side. This time pressing the left palm into the right, the belly is soft as it begins to elevate away from your inner thighs. Gazing up. One more lift, twist. Back to center. One more time, twist on your right side. Keep looking down this time. Take a big step back with your left foot. So now it's a twisted lunge. Binding is an option. So start pressing again. Lift the ribs away from your thighs. And then try looking up. Check the bind if you're choosing that option. So we're warming up those twisting. Look down, release the bind or release your prayer. Bring the right palm on your right hip. Send your left fingertips forward, shift and stand up on a revolved half moon. Keeping the back leg active, raise the right hand up. Alternately, you can still do this in a binded form if you want to add on the challenge. Reach up the gaze, twist fully. Grabbing the back foot is an option there with your right palm. Strong upper leg. Last breath. And look down. Right palm comes down. Step back. Downward facing. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Hold it for 5. Warm up the triceps. Shoulders back. Upward dog. Inhale. Down. Exhale. Gaze forward, step or jump forward, inhale. Exhale, fold forward, grab the ankle. Utkatasana, bend, raise, inhale. Palms in prayer, twist, opposite side. Left this time. So we go left, right, left. I hope you can still see me. My big dog is right in front of the screen. Back to center. Switch side, opposite. So upper palm pressing in. Really liberate the spine out. And back to center. So back to the left side. Twisting. Gaze down, step the right foot back. Big step. Go ahead for a bind if that was a selection. Press again, lift up. Reaching the tummy really higher and away from your left thighs. Right leg is strong. Check the binded option. Gazing up. 2 more. Look down. Release the bind or keep it, your choice. Right fingers forward, left hand on the left hip, shift to stand up. With the glutes staying squared in, you want to reach the left shoulder up and then raise the left hand up. Taking it high, reaching it back. Reaching it back. Push the right leg backwards actively and lift it higher. And look down, release, step back dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Bring the knees down. Sit into a hero. So, we'll be doing a transition of arms. Side crow, back into a Kundalini 1. We'll be trying to repeat this transition for 4 sets. Now, if you're still working with your Kundalini 1 or a side crow, that would be your final form. Do not transit. The idea is, if you're still working to get stability, you want to get that full length of time done, rather than trying to shift in front and back and losing it midway. And even if you're losing it, join back up. Key is going full length. The twistings are warmed up, your arms should be ready, your cores are ready, so let's go. We started with the right side, so side crow on your right. So it's my right upper arm crossing the top of the outer left thigh again. If you do not have a side crow, this is what I would expect you to do. Keep the foot and the palm at least 1.5 feet separated, not too close. We don't have room to shift from, so keep them pretty far. As you mount up, you want to keep that space in between the left hip and elbow, not really reaching in, but keeping the hips high. Lift the bottom foot up first. It is easier to control when the bottom foot is up. So this time my bottom foot is my left foot and I'm on the right tippy toe, and this is going to be a form for the next few seconds while we are doing the transition. If you're doing the transition from side crow into a Kundalini 1, as the leg shoots back, the torso goes forward because you're putting in weight at the back. You have to put in the weight at the front with the shift of the torso. When you come back in, lift the chest up and slightly go back. Okay, so again, that's you can replay this video many times to practice it later, but at this moment, for the sake of the time, we'll move on. Remember, full length of the time. So taking in, shifting, and going. Kundalini 1, side crow 1, K1, side crow 2, K1, side crow 3, last one, K1, hold it, side crow, hold it for 4, 3, 2, hip up, chaturanga. Inhale up dog, exhale down. 4 breaths before we switch. Face forward, step or jump forward, inhale. Exhale, fold. Lift halfway. Turning those legs towards the left side. So this time, the left upper arm crosses the outer right thigh. Shift and bring it up, side crow. K1. Side crow 1. K1. Side crow 2. K1. Send the left leg far back. Come back in. 3. Last one. K1. Hold it. Send it back high. Bring it back. Hold. 3, 2, jump. Up dog. In. Down dog. Exhale. Alright, take 4 breaths. One more breath. Gaze forward, step or jump forward, inhale. Exhale and fold. Utkatasana, inhale, raise. Samasthiti. Relax. Deep breaths. Two more breaths. Okay, let's go into a balancing sequence, leg balance. We'll be doing a Dandayamana Janushirasana. This has always been a challenging asana for me. From there we go to toe stand, Pada Vrishtasana. From there we work either on a grasshopper or in a flying pigeon, your option. Okay, so let's go. If you don't have either of them, it's fine to just watch. Alternately, you can do any arm balances of your own choice. It's always good to try and work on something rather than trying to take a break, yeah? Right foot on the floor, left leg up. Bend forward halfway, interlock the fingers underneath. Stretch the leg out. Stay there or begin to bend forward, reaching the forehead in to the knees. Strong bottom leg. Strong bottom leg. Have the elbows in. Bend the left knee. Come up. Take the left foot up into a half lotus. Push the left knee back. Go down to the floor. Sit. Bring your left palm in prayer. Maybe fingertips or both your palms in prayer. Bring the palms down. Stand back up. Keep the hands on the floor. Flying pigeon or a grasshopper or arm balance of your choice. So if you're going into the first two option either, you have to send your foot down. And from there, let's go. Again, a twist with some hip opening. If you're choosing grasshopper.
10 seconds. 5. Bend, come back out, and back in standing. Release. 2 breaths. Okay, changing side. Left foot grounding, right leg up. Bend over, put the fingers straight in the leg. Hug the elbows down, reach the forehead in. Strong bottom leg. Strong bottom leg. Bend it. Half lotus. Push the right knee back. Reach the floor. Sit. Right palm followed by the left or just right. Palms down. Stand back up. Push the right foot down. Choose the same pose on the other side. If you chose a symmetric pose like a crow, repeat that one more time. So walk in, get the arm under. If you're choosing my option, or go for yours. Ten. 5. And down. Come back. Release. 2 deep breaths. Okay, let's work on any inversion of your own choice. It can be a headstand with or without a wall. It can be a Pincha Mayurasana with or without a wall. It can be a handstand with or without a wall. Now the idea is trying our best to go full length. That is 1 minute. 1 minute, and we'll be doing 2 sets of it with 1 minute break in between sets. So I would choose a wall assisted handstand to work on my lines. You can try going into a Pincha Mayurasana or a headstand and so on, or maybe even a handstand. So go ahead. If you're working on your handstands, from the wall, keep 1 palm distance. And this is where your palm should be. Because the farther away you go, the more arch we build in. Okay? So you want to avoid coming into an arch. You want to actively keep the ribs strong in, tailbone scooping down and long, shoulder blades elevated upward, not sinking down. So push and lift up. Feet together, squeezing in. So when you're ready, set the hands and let's go. 1 minute. Seconds. Five. Release. Take any stretches. Maybe wrist, maybe shoulder.
shoulders. More second rest. Right, ready? Second set. Go. Pushing down into the floor, fingertips active, arms super straight, lift into the shoulder blades, ribs drawn in, engage the core, get that posterior pelvic tilt, squeeze the legs in, 30 seconds. Fifteen. Bring it down, and once again, take any stretches. Right, let's do a little bit of slower work on the spine. Getting ready for some backward bending practices. I need some space, maybe. Right. This is where your blocks would be handy. If you have one, you're going to go into a thoracic curve with the second level of the block. You can go with the first level, the topmost if you're bendy, or even the lowest one if you feel that you need more time. So putting in the block, right under where your sacrum ends, setting down the block, and then lying down. I've got a pillow over here. I'm sweating and your hairs are all over my face. Choose any forms, any variation with your arms. I want to take them up overhead. I'll keep them next to the ribs. A few more breaths. Okay, hold the head, supporting with the hands, come back up. Right, going into the lumbar curve, right below the lumbar where your sacrum is. This is a fixed bone, not really high up, but right below this posterior hip bones. If you draw a triangle, this is going to be a point. So posterior hip bone, PSIS, and if you draw a triangle, where the tip of the triangle meets, that's where the block should be. If you're not very certain about which point exactly still, just check that you're feeling comfortable and not getting a pokey sensation on the lower back. So taking a block, the length side of it, setting it up, and getting the knee straight. Few more breaths.
Bend the legs. Take the block aside. Wheel pose. 2 sets. 30-second on the first, 45 on the second. You can choose a straight arm wheel, you can choose a forearm wheel, any variation. So this is your own free practice of doing whatever wheel form feels good for you. So getting ready. Set the legs and come up. Time starts. Walk the feet towards the palms if you have room. Focus on the shoulders range of motion there. 15 seconds. And bring it down. Rest in a butterfly. See if you want to choose giving a gentle hug to your legs. Two more deep breaths. Second round, 45 seconds. You can hold longer if you want to. Any variations, you can enter from a drop back or just pressing up. Your 45 seconds or longer. Set it up, and let's go. Apparently my dog is scratching the floor. In case you are thinking, where is that sound coming from as I'm doing a wheel? Walk in those feet. Get shorter. Check your options. Push into the armpits. Squeeze the legs in. 15 seconds. Squeeze the legs in. Push. Walking one more time if you have room. And release. Come back out. Give a gentle hug. Roll side to side. Gentle forward roll, come up and sitting. Okay. One round of bow, one round of locust. 30-second will be the hold. You can choose going in for a full bow, full locust as an option. And the knees. Grab an ankle, hip width distance like. Okay, push, come up. Active legs. Push, squeeze, soft neck, head up. Push, one more time, lift, push, and release. Take 2 deep breaths. Locust, one round. Now for this locust, we'll insert our palms underneath the pelvis. So arms are coming in with the palms almost touching each other. Elbows underneath the ribs. So setting up, one at a time. Push into the palm and go up. Strong back. Straight legs. Last few seconds. Lift as high as you can. Squeeze the legs. And release. Turn your head to the right side. Take a few deep breaths. Left side, a few more. Set the palms next to the rib, press up in cobra. Mm, 30 seconds. Any forms you like. Down dog. Just go to the do not disturb mode. Right, step the right foot forwards. See if you need 2 blocks for your Hanumanasana. Begin with a half Hanuman first, so straighten your front leg. Flex the foot. Inhale, lengthen here. Exhale and fold. Lift halfway. Bend the front leg. Use 2 blocks next to the hips if that's needed. You can even put a block underneath the front heel and then slide through and come into Hanuman. So hold this for a minute. Choose any options for your practice. You might want to still go in for back bend. Might want to square in the hips by drawing the back hip more front. Last 30 seconds. Front foot active. Okay, push back. I'm back in a 3-leg dog. Vinyasa, plank, chaturanga, up dog, relax, leg, down dog. Left foot forward. Ardha Hanuman, straighten the left knee. Draw back the hip, then forward. And then lift halfway. Slide through with or without a block. One minute. more seconds. Check if you wish to choose any other options. Last 10 seconds. Pull back, three-leg dog. Half vinyasa plank, chaturanga, up dog, and down dog. Bring the knees down. Widen the feet, roll out the calves. Lie down on your back. If you need a block inserting underneath the hip, do that, or a folded towel, whichever works for you. You might want to just sit upright instead of lying down if that's too strong for the knees or ankle. Go ahead. Supta Virasana. Allow the knees to sink as you retain a natural curvature of your back. Then take the arms overhead, hold opposite elbows. Slowing down the breaths. Inhaling long, exhaling surrender. Two more breaths. Bring the palms back to the feet. Press the elbows down, sit up. Extend the legs forward. Tap the knees. Three options. Upavishta Konasana, wide legs split, folding forward, lateral split. Frog pose, Vikasana, or butterfly. Choose any of them. I personally want to choose a butterfly because it helps the flexion of my spine before I get into forward folds. But again, check your choices. Let the knees sink, inhale to lengthen up. Exhale to sink forward. 1 minute. Few more slow deep breaths. Inhale, slowly come back up. Give a hug to your legs. Straighten the legs, feet together. Round the sitting bones for a forward full Paschimottanasana. Reach arms up, inhale. Exhale, reach down, fold. Maybe using a block or two right in front of the feet to create some more length. Walk the sitting bones back. And take the first minute slow and easy. The back allows the hand hamstring flexibility allows, a tortoise can be a choice here. Last minute, one down. Last 3 long breaths. Slowly come back up.
Bring the feet together.
Purvottanasana. Palms behind the butts. Push into the palm and heel. Lift the hips up. Roll the shoulders back. Strong legs. Raise the hips higher on the next inhale. One more time. Engage the entire back. Press down into the feet and hand. Lift the hip as if you want to arch. And come down. Send your feet as wide as a mat. Turn to your left side. Left palm in the same line as your right sitting bone. Right palm in the line of the left sitting bone. Lift the left shoulder, sink down, and try reaching the forehead down to the floor. Keep the sitting bones down. Feet are active. Go back. Switch. Back. Cross leg. Arms in prayer. Closed eye. Deep inhale. And side out. One more deep inhale. And sigh out. My gratitudes to join today's practice. Thank you so much. Namaste. So, a good rest is required after a hard-working practice. So, go ahead for Shavasana. You might also want to do some self-practice again if the energy level allows you to. So thank you. I think we'll be cutting off in the Instagram within the next 30 seconds almost. Thank you, Eileen. Thank you, IC, for joining in. Thank you, Facebook. And in case you have missed out the practice, I'm uploading all of these practices in my YouTube, Yoga Samrat. So all the practices are in there. You can go in and you can practice again. So it takes time around a few hours to upload. You'll get it back then. Alternately, you can also go in Pure's Facebook, and all these videos are being also uploaded there. It stays by default. So thank you all of you for joining in. Have a wonderful day, and stay healthy, stay happy. Keep following Pure's Facebook page for great practices coming in, Pure's yoga as well as Pure Fitness. And we believe that we'll be meeting each other very soon within the next couple of days. Fingers crossed. Let's pray. Thank you. Bye-bye.